Guys, what's up? Brian Bott here from Sports Advantedge with Lucas, CJ, and Lucas. And today we want to share a topic about training athletes and the benefits of training at a performance facility versus a regular gym. And we're going to share some of the negatives that we found that kids have experienced training in a normal gym versus a performance venue. And then we're also going to provide some solutions as to how we think performance gyms and venues will benefit your young athletes versus just sending them to the gym by themselves to train. So Lucas is going to take our first topic here and let you know some information on that.
So what I want to talk to you guys about is the culture, the overall environment difference between a regular gym and a performance gym. At a regular gym, guests come in, they have their headphones in, everyone's pretty much working out by themselves. They don't encourage you to yell or be really intense. Well, that's the exact opposite that we try to have in a performance gym. We work together as a group. It's a loud, flying around environment because we want the kids to have fun. We want them to be intense, and that just allows for just the stimulus that we want in that big group setting.
Another problem that we've seen is athletes or coaches with their athletes progressing them faster than they are ready for. Now that happens when maybe they see a YouTube video of a professional athlete doing a certain exercise or movement and they feel, oh, well, that's pretty easy, now I can try it. Well, if they're not ready for it physically at all, then they're going to actually injure themselves, and they put themselves in a position where they're going to go backwards instead of forwards in their sport. And one thing we do here is we do not try to progress an athlete faster than they are ready. We are making sure that they have the fundamentals of all the movement before they can go up to a more advanced lift.
Lucas?
Another problem that we see is the lack of coaching, experience, and education in the big facilities and other sports performance gyms. Here, we're not worried about driving athletes into the ground to make them faster or more agile. We're not worried about the bar weight to make them bigger and stronger. There's a lot smarter ways to do that, and that's by means of the education that we have, the experience that we have, and the overall coaching that we have. When an athlete comes in the door, we look at them individually, we progress them individually, and we know when to push them, when to back off of them, how to progress them, when to progress them. And it really makes a better situation for them to grow athletically and to prevent injury.
Awesome. Okay, so just as a refresher to go over the 3 points again, Lucas talked about culture, and it's very important that you find a place that has great culture. Okay, not only culture as far as from a training atmosphere, but from a family-based atmosphere where athletes care about each other, and then the coaches care about the athletes. So you're turning your young son or daughter over to people that are going to handle probably the fate of their careers based on how they train. You want someone that not only has a background in the education that Lucas talked about, but also is going to care about them and understand that it's not just about the checks you're writing for them, it's about how we're going to develop them and how much success they can have as an athlete. It's not about the facility's success, it's about the athlete's success. CJ talked about progressing athletes in the proper fashion. If you send your son or daughter to just a gym to train on their own, they're not going to know how to progress themselves if they're not training within a group setting or if they're not under the guidance of a performance coach. So they're just going to kind of go in, and typically what happens with high school kids is they'll lay down on the bench, do a couple arm circles, throw 135 on the bench, do a couple reps on the bench, see how much they can lift, all right, and then head right over to the machines and start doing some curls and have their headphones in and look at themselves in the mirror. That's not how we operate here. Okay, everything is movement-based, athletic-based, trying to train them to be better movers, better lifters, be more mobile, flexible, more stable in their joints, things like that. So again, having someone leading your athlete through the workout is very important. That leads into Lucas's topic of experience. We see it all the time. People that just come out of college that just want to start their own gym, and they pick up YouTube videos here, and again, YouTube is a great resource, but it has to be used within the philosophy of the program that you're in. Every day, we're on the internet, we're reading, we're doing things, looking for different ways to make our athletes better, but we're not just throwing, stuff at the wind. We're taking it, looking at our philosophies. How does this fit? Can we progress kids using these things? And so having the experience to understand the things you can use within your program, within your philosophy is very important. Okay, so make sure you take note of these things as you're picking a place for your athlete to train. You'll see so many places when you walk in the door, you know, they'll tell you about their career as an athlete. You know, the trainer, like, I played college football, I did baseball, things like that. It doesn't mean shit where they played, okay, because that's not being a good athlete and being a player, you know, in college or even a professional player doesn't mean you can coach, okay? All of us went to school. There's not a lot of us that can be really good teachers. And to be a good performance coach, you have to be a teacher first, and you have to have passion for what you're doing. So appreciate you tuning into our channel. Take note, we'll have a bunch of these informational sessions coming forward, probably more and more as we get more in depth. So look forward on those. If you have any questions, feel free to email us. Our website is www.sportsadvantedge.com, or you can check us out on Instagram at sportsadvantedge.com. Have a great day.